Okay. I don't know why he keeps doing this, but yes, I was just live and it got disconnected. But we're here. Celebrity Skin Talk. Here we go. Dr. Pimple Popper. With Sandra. Okay, we're back on. We're going. Okay, good. Um, let's just see now if she's back online. Let's hope it doesn't disconnect. Okay, let's get back online. I don't know why. Every time I try to connect now, guys, it just disconnects. But Sandra should be here any minute. Hello. Hey. And we'll just wait for her to join. Yeah, keeps disconnecting. But as I was saying, I've got her skincare line, so we're going to talk about her skincare as well. So if you guys got any questions, make sure to drop them in. We are going to talk about the show and a new skincare line, which I'm very excited about, which I have been trying and I have been using. I've got my favorites already, but if you've got any questions, get them ready. Okay, she's joined back in again. Okay, let's hopefully now it doesn't cut out like it did before. Okay. Let's hope it stays on.
Hey, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry. It's always a comedy of errors with Instagram Live and me. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, honey.
Good.
Do you know what? It's happened to me before. I go live and literally just cuts off the minute I go live. I'm like,
Right, and I feel like you're dependent on a lot of different things, like the internet connection, and I actually am in a hotel. This is not my house. I don't know who those people are behind me. I'm sitting on the floor in front of the couch, and I'm in Wisconsin. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm at a meeting. Yeah, I'm traveling, but thank you so much for inviting me to do your celebrity skin talk. This is really exciting. I'm really happy to be here and to talk about SLMD skincare.
Honey, I'm excited for you to come on. One, I've announced you were coming on the show. Everybody was like DMing me, say how much they love you, the show, and everything. So I'm very excited to have you on. So thank you.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to be in the UK next month for a couple of days. I actually don't know which days it is, but maybe some of you guys will see me on the street. So we'll see.
Yes. Where in the UK you come in?
I'm going to London. Okay. I'll be in London.
We definitely got to. Let me know.
We got some popaholics there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would love to come. I'll come up and see you, of course.
Yeah, that would be nice. I don't know. I haven't decided whether I'm with my family. We're on a trip, so I'm not sure what I'm going to say or whether I'm going to, but I'm sure if people recognize me, I'll be happy to give them a huge hug and say hello and everything. So look out for me.
Absolutely. Have you ever been to the UK before?
I have. I think the last time I was there was like 5 years or so ago. Yes, so I'm looking forward to it. That was before the pandemic. So I'm actually looking forward to take my kids because they're like 16, 17 and, they haven't been to Europe yet. So it'll be really, really lovely. And I hope it'll be a memorable trip for them.
Oh, it will be. It will be. Now that everything's kind of back to normal and you can just enjoy just being there, right? That's the main thing. But I'm so excited. So, I can't wait to talk to you about the show, but also your skincare, because I have got it. I have been using it.
Yes.
I've been very excited for some of my favorites. I can't wait to talk to you. Obviously, you know what they are, but
yes. Well, it's interesting because we're in the UK now, and it has to be. There's a little bit of different rules. We cannot say we can have an acne kit in the United States, but you can't say acne. You have to be like a blemish kit. But that is still probably our most popular item is our blemish kit. In the UK, which is our acne system. Helps to treat acne. And there's there's actually slightly different formulations because there's certain products that we can use in the United States and we cannot use in the UK and vice versa. So it's all still the same wonderful, you know, products that we, or ingredients that we as dermatologists recommend to our own patients. So I think that the products that we are certainly doing in the UK, even though some of them might have slightly different names, they work just the same. And I'm very excited to be out there because, you know, we all get acne and we all get skin conditions all around the world.
Oh God, absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, I'm so happy. Like it's one definite product. Let's talk about I would love to talk about the show first, but
Okay.
and then we definitely want to dive into skincare because I could talk to you forever.
Okay.
Because like
Yes.
you're like my best friend because I can talk about skincare all
Oh,
day, every day.
oh,
So like
that's
yeah,
awesome.
well let's talk. So for the show though, because
Yes.
it's such a hit show, everybody loves it. Literally, I do not know no one who doesn't love your show.
Really? You will
But
hang
what?
out with great people then.
No, it's so true. And but why do you think? Because it's one of those shows that is funny for me. It's satisfying, and I just love seeing the result and
Right.
learning, and I kind of take it away as more of an education side of things, thinking,
Yes. Yes.
you know,
It is. It's very fascinating. You know, it's fascinating to see people, you know, these are not things that you see every day, and especially when we have like the big growths or the big pops, so to speak, you know, those are not
yeah,
things that you see every day. And you get it because these are regular people. You see them and you see their life and how they live, and you think, how can somebody live like this? You know, can you imagine every single day you walk out of your house? I mean, you know, you're very into skincare, so you understand how having a problem with your skin can make you feel about yourself, you know, the negative feelings that you can have because of that. Can
yeah,
you imagine when you have something that you absolutely cannot hide, and you have to, the world will see it no matter what, because you have to interact at some level with people, you know, strangers in the world. So I think we all get that. We all get that feeling to some level.
oh
And
yeah,
so to see that change for somebody who has been really living with something for many years and having trouble maybe finding somebody to treat them or even affording a treatment, for them to get that, or being scared of being treated, or, you know, there's so many reasons that people don't get something addressed. And so it's really nice to see their life change like that before your eyes. And I'm lucky that I get to see it, because I think doctors do this sort of stuff every day, you know, in their
right,
daily
yeah,
life as a physician, but I actually get to see the consequences of it. So I feel really lucky in that way.
yeah. And how did it like all come about? Did you want to do the show, or did they approach you? Like, because obviously,
Well, I
it's,
was, well, first I started on social media. So I actually had a pretty big following on social media and on YouTube before even, you know, that's how I started my skincare line, because of social media, certainly, because I realized that people were asking me questions or were looking for answers for their skin. And I was
mhm,
providing good education, you know, accurate education. And so I really wanted to translate that into products that I could directly recommend to them. But also then, you know, a book deal, and then the television show came calling. And I will say that I was a little bit apprehensive about doing a show, mainly because, you know, reality shows, I know in UK it's just as bad, maybe worse in some ways than some of the you know, United States reality shows. There's a lot of drama involved, and that's what sells the show pretty much, right? And so
mm,
I was concerned about the control that I would have with that, right? Like that suddenly these patients might be, you know, I'm very concerned about making sure my patients that I film are well, you know, that I take that they feel protected, that they don't feel like they're being taken advantage of, that they, you know, that I can help them in positive ways, that they're not divulging personal information about themselves. And so I really was concerned about a show, you know, misrepresenting my patients, and even misrepresenting me in my practice, right?
yeah,
But it has been wonderful, beyond my wildest dreams, really, that, you know, the trust that I have in TLC and in my production company, it's just been wonderful. They've done such a great job. It made me look better than I am, you know, so it's really wonderful to be able to showcase dermatology too, and show how amazing it is. It's not just that we're just pimple poppers. We do so much more, you know, but
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, as well. And I've seen, because obviously I'm 35, so I've seen a massive shift into skincare from a
right.
teenager till now. Like I've seen it's completely changed. It's more important, I think, which it should be now than it was back
in,
Right.
you know, but I guess when I was growing up, it wasn't much reality show. I think maybe like the Osbournes or something was like the
Yes.
first
The first, yeah.
taste of reality, but then obviously it's grown, and
Yeah.
now I'm just glad it's out there. You know, I'm glad the show
Yeah.
is.
And I think that I feel like that I think that there's probably been people interested in skincare, but that I think that the knowledge that can be shared across countries now, you know, via social media, you can talk to somebody in Wisconsin, for example, now, you know, about
Hello.
skincare. So it's really nice to see, and it allows you to bloom because your interest to bloom and you to learn so much more from it, really, from
Oh
just
yeah.
your, you know, your world that you live in. Now you can really spread internationally, and you
Yeah.
can connect with people, you know, you can change people's life in an international, in it from someone far away that you may never meet. So that's what's really nice about this, that you can touch people too, and your passion about skincare and your love for it and your interest, you can share that knowledge with other people that feel the same way. And, you know, that's like a
Yeah.
bonding experience too, right? And you learn and they learn, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Like I've learned a lot from you, just saying. So that's I'm like, oh,
Oh,
that's why it's
well,
good work to
good.
get
I'm
you on
sure
as
I
well.
could learn a lot from you too. So we need to talk. Maybe we need to have some tea in England, right? Really soon.
Afternoon tea.
Yes.
But like I know like these I know coming on the show, like patients on the show, like obviously it's very sensitive subject for them because it's
Right.
you know, confidence, or you know,
Right.
it's very, you got to put yourself out there, and you, some people that I know don't really like talking about the insecurities, right? But has it been like one patient you think has really stood out to you that even got you, it hit you like emotionally, thinking I've just, this is, you know,
This is
you got
special.
me.
Well,
Yeah.
well, so one thing about dermatology that I think people don't realize as so much in general, and I don't think I realized it until I became a dermatologist and was working with a lot of patients, is that it is so heavily tied into psychology too. I mean, you know, many skin conditions are not life-threatening, may not even be physically debilitating to them, but so many skin conditions are very emotionally distressing. So, you know, because, you know, like I said, like a lot of them may not threaten your life, like acne doesn't threaten your life, but it certainly affects your feelings of well-being, you know,
Oh
your
yeah.
feelings of confidence and things like that. So we see that a lot in dermatology. So in dermatology, you know, we kind of joke that you're both a dermatologist, but you're also, you know, a psychiatrist or psychologist. You know, you do need to sort of, by treating people's skin, you are in fact also improving their feelings of self-worth, or their, you know, their happiness in life. And so that is a big component of dermatology, and being able to sort of handle that well. And I think one of the keys of being a successful dermatologist is understanding that, and really making sure that patients know that you understand that you get that why this bothers you. And in fact, the opposite is also true. A lot of people have like depression or anxiety, and it actually translates or turns into a skin disorder in a way. Like stress can certainly exacerbate
Oh
conditions,
yes.
right? And all, like,
Yes.
we'll pick more if we're stressed out about, you know, something. But also there's conditions called neurotic excoriations or prurigo nodularis, or conditions that are caused because people are stressed out and they start to pick at their skin. There's even another condition called delusions of parasitosis, where I think stress can trigger that too, but it's also more like even like a little psychosis. Like you believe that there are bugs living in your skin, you know, so you're just, you know,
Oh
picking
God.
your skin due to a problem in your mind, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's fascinating, right? Dermatology is really interesting.
Oh God, yeah, it is. And yeah, like, and it's so right. Like when I do acting, and you know,
Uh-huh.
and I have late nights and stuff. So sometimes you don't get any sleep, right? So
Right.
my first thing is my skin is show out in my skin. So the breakouts,
Right.
like it doesn't take a lot for it to do that, if that makes sense. It could be just one night,
Right.
and the
And
next morning.
And a day where your skin doesn't look its best, you feel like you know, you notice something about your skin that makes you feel like not your best in the morning, it can ruin your whole day. You know, you feel like,
Oh
oh, I'm
yeah.
not going to go and do that because now I got to go see people and I just feel, you know, not good about, I feel ugly, I feel old, I feel, you know, whatever it might be, I feel very self-conscious. So that's the thing. So that's really why the show, I think, is a success, is that we, even though many of us don't have the same conditions that burden these patients, we get it. We get the feeling that people have. And we are happy for them. It's just really wonderful that I have this show that actually is the opposite of most reality shows, where, you know, now we're not trying to create drama or create dissension or something controversial to create a story. We're actually presented with something already that is not supposed to be there, or like is controversial in a way, and you're trying to make it normal, so to speak, you know, back to the way it should be. And that is a wonderful way to tell a story.
Yeah, and I am so that's I've spoken out much about this in the media, and how, you know, I'm acne-prone skin. I break out, like I always break out on this side, a lot. But I've been using
Do
your.
you like maybe lean your hand against there often, or do you use your phone, or do you like, are you, because like one
I don't
reason that you may,
know.
one reason you may break out on a specific area of your face has to do with like occlusion, or you know, like a violinist might break out a lot in their chin, or a athlete that wears a chin strap because they wear that all the time, right? Or, you know, like somebody that has like a lot of product in their hair and they wear it across their face, they may notice a lot of breakouts right under there. That's like that's a trigger really for breakouts, because you know, you're having occlusion on your face, you're leaning something against it, and so oil and dirt can build up and things like that, and it promotes more acne breakouts. So if you find that happen, you know, start to think about that. Like if it's happening more on one side, you may be inadvertently or without realizing it doing something often, and you don't even realize, yeah, like when I lean or I talk on the phone, I tend to put it right up against that cheek, you know?
Yeah, it could be. Do you think it is maybe I sleep, because I think I sleep more on that side, like on my face. Do you
I
think that
mean,
affects? I don't know. Like I don't know, but
not depends, I guess. Like, you know, is your pillowcase breathable, or do you sweat a lot when you're sleeping? Like, are you waking up and, you know, you feel like you're like stuck to your pillowcase? I mean, those aren't great things, you know? So, but I mean, I don't think, I mean, I get more so people asking me like, oh, well, I have more lines on this side, probably because I sleep on that side. I think that there's something to be said about that, because if you space, you know, with your face smushed in a position, people will sometimes get lines here or get more of a prominent nasolabial fold or something like that. But I think if you get acne more on that side, if you try to change and you think it's from sleeping, you might want to change some of the things that happen when you sleep and see whether it improves it. You know, like examine your pillowcase, examine what's coming into contact with your skin. Maybe even try to force yourself to sleep on the other side for a week and see if that clears you up or something.
yeah. I do try, but then it was you know, I don't know what it is. I'm kind of such a deep sleeper that I wake up sometimes at the bottom of the bed, like for some reason. I don't know.
Well, I mean, this might sound extreme, but you can do things to stop that, like maybe wear a headband that had like spikes on it, or bump, or like something stuck here, so that when you try to sleep on that side, it's not comfortable. You know, you'll wake up, but you know, that's a little taking it a little far. So, you know, there's ways you can try to prevent yourself from sleeping in a way.
I have, because that was the one thing that come to my head the most, you know. But yeah, I will talk to you what I've been using from your line about that
Okay.
when we get onto that subject. But
Right.
but what? How about you though, lovely? Because your skin, like, because I don't know if you've spoken about this before. I'm not too sure, but have you had any problem
Bad
skin or back in the
issues?
day?
Yeah. I mean, I certainly had acne. I didn't have bad acne, because my skin's more on the dry side. But I get acne breakouts still, you know, hormonal, which is, you know, just like certain times of the month where I will still break out, which actually at this age makes me feel a little good that I have hormones. So, you know, that's a good thing. But I had actually bad eczema when I was a kid. And still do. I have atopic dermatitis, which is when your skin is sort of not very good at moisturizing or keeping moisture in the body. So I easily get dry skin. I had really bad rashes when I was a kid. I didn't want to wear shorts. I didn't want to show my legs because I had bad rashes on the inside of my arms. What was I going to say about that? I've had alopecia areata, which is like a bald spot in your scalp. Where I didn't even know that I had it actually, because I had pretty thick hair, especially back when I was young. And when I got a haircut, one of the hairstylists, told me that I had a bald spot back here. So, I've had various skin conditions, nothing too dramatic or, really difficult to treat, because my dad's a dermatologist. So, the fact that he was, he could help treat me, like inject me with little steroids for my little bald spot and give me some prescriptions for my rash on my body. I think he could help control it much more. So that was useful.
Yeah. But yeah, I did not know it ran in the family, yes. By the way. Did not know that.
And my husband is also a dermatologist.
So okay.
Friend in the family.
What, are they all like together? Are you all working in the same practice now?
My husband and I do, but my father retired pretty much when I started, which he should have, because he waited long enough for me to actually come out. It took me a long time to, by the time I finished school and training, I was 32, I think I was, because it takes a long time. And I did a fellowship as well. And so I was in school for a long time.
Right. Yeah, but like, it's nice to work with your husband, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
in a nice environment. I did not know that actually. So, because I obviously know you. I don't know. Has he been on the show, or is he just behind the scenes? Oh, he is.
He's been on the show. He's been on like the first season or so. Sorry, I keep adjusting, but the pillow keeps sliding off my butt, and I keep falling down. He's on the show. He's not on it so much. I just think I don't know if he necessarily loves being on it. I would I can't have the competition, I'm just kidding.
No.
It's okay.
It's only one soundtrack.
Yes.
But so you must, because you are very popular worldwide, and you must get so many people contact you, and this is like celebrity skin talk. So have you ever had someone, like celebrities, public eye figures, reach out for you for their skin problems or anything they need to pop in, maybe?
Yes, I have. I mean, I have people come visit my office, and they can have a cyst or a lipoma, or certainly like a emergency pimple. We've, treated, I think on, I know there's certainly people that like Gwyneth Paltrow is a big fan, like Ashley Graham, the model, is a big fan. And what's really nice is that it kind of crosses all sort of boundaries, like you could be a sports figure, you could be a political figure, you could be a religious figure, you can be, a celebrity of it's like popaholics are everywhere. Like there's no, like you can't typify one. And that's interesting too. I feel like in groups of people, I think like if you have a group of friends, like maybe 10 friends, and you go, okay, who here likes pimple popping? And then a couple people raise their hand, like you wouldn't even realize that they do. And I feel like you would instantly bond with them. Like, oh my gosh, you like it too? Like it's like something that sort of has been a secret in the past, and it's sort of now more accepted, maybe because it's out there everywhere now. You can't get away from it. And people are realizing there's a lot of other people that feel the same way.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Is there anyone that you've met that's come to you for treatment that you've been starstruck by, should we say, thinking, is this for real? Is this real?
Well, of course I'm starstruck. I mean, Kim Kardashian's a big fan. She's mentioned me on her show, and I've met her multiple times, and she's given me the biggest compliment. Like she's obsessed with it, and that she is really impressed with what I've done. I mean, she built something from sort of like nothing, and I built something from sort of nothing, being pimples, so like, we've kind of done something like that. Of course, she's taken it to the nth degree, like a wonderful degree, the stratosphere. But like, it's just interesting how, yes, I certainly, she's absolutely lovely, by the way, like wonderful, what kind person that is really, really helps to prop other people up too. She doesn't, you know, she's not trying to step on anyone to get where she is. So that's really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I definitely get starstruck. I would love to walk. I would love to be sort of an interviewer on the red carpet. And as people walk by, I would love to see whether they recognize me, because I do think that there's a lot of people that may follow me sort of secretly. You know, like we don't really know that people don't really know, they don't make public, or they follow me on their private accounts, or you know what I mean, their anonymous accounts, but that they secretly like it. I mean, there are people that I know that I've been sent stuff, or they've sent me messages and they don't want people to necessarily know. They're just private people, you know. So yeah, so it's really interesting.
Yeah, honey. Yeah, you be walking that red carpet because obviously you are, you know, you might not. I don't know if you like the word, but you are like a public figure, celebrity. People know who you are. Like if I walk past you in London, should we say, I will be shouting your name across the street.
Yes, please do.
Like, whoa! I will.
Yeah.
What's the like? What about Kim K? So do you treat her as well? Like, so if she's got things popping or whatever, like you're there for her, or is it just?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch on that. I broke up a little bit. What were you saying? That she?
So, for Kim K,
yeah.
Obviously she's a big fan of you in the show. Do you like treat her? Do you treat her as well? Like, is she one of your?
Well, I mean, I can't really say things that I can't. Yeah, I can't say. But I mean, I've definitely met them, her, and some of her other family members and things like that. You know, and a lot of her friends, which is so wonderful. She's referred people to me. Her dear friends and people who work with her. So, but yeah, I can't, I mean, the only ones I can really say is if they're like posted, like, you know, when they profess publicly that they've watched it or they're into it. I mean, those are the only things that I could say, but I mean, I have to preserve, just like, you know, like I said before, like patients are really important to me. I make sure I treat them with respect. They feel safe with me. So I'm not going to say anything about them unless they, you know, unless they say it first.
No, oh no, that's fine. I didn't know.
Yes,
So
no, it's nice, okay. I get it.
But yeah, good. But you've got fans everywhere, which is lovely. You know, that's the way you should be. But let's talk now about the skincare. I've got it in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm using the products already. I haven't dabbled in them all yet.
Okay.
Like the breakouts I get on the site. So that's what I've been using, the spot corrector.
Right, that is the one that is launching, I do believe today, right? The salicylic acid spot treatment. Yes. I think that's what it's available June 1st. That's what it is. That one is going to be available very soon. And that's the one that's like a roller ball with salicylic acid in it. So that's designed to spot treat areas if you have a pimple. And I think that the great thing about that is that, you know, one of the things that people have a problem with, myself included, is when you have a pimple, it's very hard to keep your hands off of it and not pick at it. So I think when you use something like a spot corrector like this, you will feel that product in that area, you know, kind of like covers it with a little translucent sort of sheen. And I think that will help to remind you to keep your hands off the area, but also treat it at the same time, right? Because sometimes we need that reminder. I think that we'll go through life, and if we have a pimple and we're stressed out, we start to pick at it. You're talking on the phone or you're watching TV, and then you don't even realize what you've done until, you know, you've drawn blood or something. And that's the problem. We know that if we pick at our skin, the more you risk infection and certainly permanent scarring. You know, so that's really important to try to prevent. So something like this with salicylic acid settles down. It actually crystallizes to small enough size to settle down within your pores, and it kind of helps to clear out the pore, you know, clear it from debris and oil and things like that. And that's really that would be the start of a blackhead or whitehead, which would turn into one of the red pimples. So that's what we're trying to stop it from the very beginning. But also salicylic acid is a really great chemical peel acid that is gentle on all skin types. And it's great for, like, if you have brown spots, even brown spots after an acne bump, or even just brown spots from the sun or from getting wiser, we like to say, not older. You know, you get, like, you can put them on your spots and help to lighten them over time too. So it helps in multiple ways. And that's why it's nice to have it to be small enough. You can take it with you, especially if you get a pimple that comes up. But, you know, at the same time, you can brush it over some of the brown spots that you might have on your hands or on the rest of your face.
Yeah, literally, I'm going on holiday, and this is going to be coming with me in my
Good.
travel case for sure. Because I use this at night when I do my night skincare routine. So I
Uh-huh.
just go out tonight. But like, if you do this in the day, because people might do it in the day, like, can you apply like makeup and all that
Yeah.
after this? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely you can. And you know, I think that I encourage you to do so. You can use that at any time of the day, really. I would
Mm,
say, you know, the main thing that we tell people not to use in the day is a tretinoin or like a retinol, but more
yeah.
because it isn't as effective, and maybe it might, you know, especially if you're gonna be out in the sun all day, it could really kind of cause you to sort of react more to the sun.
Oh yeah, you don't. Yeah, we don't
Mhm.
want that. I like, and for myself, because when I was younger, I was so bad. I got very fair skin, and I burned so bad. I've kind of like
Mhm.
damaged the top of my chest area.
Uh-huh.
So
Did you
I'm all
blister? You
about.
mean you had a blistering sunburn?
Yes, it was so
Yeah.
bad. I was 18 in Las Vegas, and I didn't really know I was in the middle of the desert, and I just burnt
That
like
heat. Yeah.
crazy. Yikes!
Yes, you poor thing. And you remember those instances. We've all remembered those sorts
Oh,
of instances when something like that happens. But
oh
at least
yeah.
it teaches you, hopefully it doesn't happen again, you know?
No, no, don't. But like,
Yes.
so when I go back in the sun, because like the UK is not so sunny all the time, which is maybe quite a good thing. That, but when I go away, and then obviously a lot of sun, I use SPF everywhere now,
Good.
but still, like I get like this red, purpley mark across just
Oh,
the chest here, and that was where the most of the damage was done, you know,
yeah.
and it just kind of shows up and stuff. So that just reminds me, I'm like, what
Oh.
did I do? What did I do? I just could not. But it probably took me about nearly 2 weeks. I couldn't really wear any tops because it was
Right.
so irritating.
Oh,
Oh, it was
yes,
so
that's
bad.
bad. Yes. You peel.
Oh,
That's
bad.
bad. Yeah.
But other things, what I absolutely love about this line, and I actually don't really see this much from a skincare line, is like your
Uh-huh.
body washes and the scrubs, and I
Right.
really love that
Yes.
because
It's an
I
easy way to treat yourself too. Treat your skin like a treat, as in like a, you know, like ice cream or something, but also a treat like as in
yeah.
actually you know, improving your skin quality while you're taking a shower, right? It's important. It's an easy way to do it because a lot of us are really busy. You don't have time to apply things afterwards per se. And there's great products there like the glycolic washes, which are great for people with keratosis pilaris, you know, the little bumps that you have on your body here. But glycolic
Yeah,
acid is also great
these
to
two.
minimize, right, to minimize dryness and flaking of the skin, so your skin doesn't look so ashy and looks more radiant. So it's really gentle, even if you don't have keratosis pilaris, but it has some um, actually some physical dissolvable beads and some chemical peel acids like glycolic to help to, you know, exfoliate a lot of and flatten a lot of that bumpiness that people get on the arms, which people hate. People who have KP hate it. So
Yeah. Well,
I get that.
and it's funny you say that though, and this is what I really like about it because I'm only going back when I was a teenager, and I remember it was this one brand. Only it was like this over the UK anyway. That was the only thing you could get to help
Uh-huh.
with spots, and I had really bad back acne.
Mm-hmm.
And they did bring out a wash at that time, but mine was more severe than just a normal kind of spot. It was spreaded. So it's cleared up now, but it does have its breakouts having again. So having the wash, I think
Yeah,
I'm just
it makes
loving
it
that for
easy.
that. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Good.
absolutely. Yes, I
But we
love
also
that one.
have well, you know what? I don't think this is available in the UK, but we have a body spray, which I love because it's like a spray that you can easily apply to your back and things like that. So if you come visit the US, go to a Target store because because it's available nationwide at Target, so you can get the body spray, which is nice too. But these are great products. It's easy, you know, just get a body brush that you can apply it to your back. So
Yeah,
it's great
yeah,
to
yeah.
use.
Oh, that's what you got a partner for, right? They be able to do
Yes,
for
that's
you. Don't
right.
get in there.
Yes.
Um, and of course, I'm a big moisturizer person, and a cleanse. I'm using them regularly. But this other thing I've been using, and it's making my skin incredible and just hydrated, is the skin drink I've got.
Yes. Yes, that's a
Jeez,
very popular
that.
item too. It's a hyaluronic acid serum, and it's great because, you know, hyaluronic acid attracts water and keeps that moisture back in your body. And I think a lot of people real know this now. I feel like just in the last couple of years, so many people have increased their knowledge about skin tremendously, because of social media. You know, people I think now realize that when you take a shower, when you wash your face, you're actually drying your skin out more. Like that's why for a lot of us, especially me, that I am dry. I feel like everything's kind of tightening or shrinking up, or it just feels like it needs moisture. So something like an HA or hyaluronic acid really helps to keep that moisture back in the skin, and that's a great product. It is like more like a serum or oil, and it's really actually
So
great
good.
even in your hair, like at the tips of your hair. If your hair has, you know, been processed, or you use a lot of products on it and the ends are dry, it helps to kind of coat that. You know, I kind of put it on my fingers, around my fingers, to kind of like a cuticle oil sort of thing. So it's really great to help keep moisture in. It has many different purposes. And a lot of people love that. And it's really good, like almost primer for your skin underneath your makeup too.
Yeah, this I'm telling you, and I love a serum and a moisturizer. Like they're my big key things my skin needs, because just like you just said, then I cleanse my skin, and I could be in the bath, for example, but after cleansing my skin, I can't really lay in the bath because my skin started to get that dryness, and I need something to get it off because it's like too dry.
Right.
So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, because I think people they might think, oh well, your hands getting wet. Your hands are getting wet when you wash your hands. That's moisture. It is moisture technically, but it is actually taking the moisture away from your body. Like the best time to put moisturizer on, or to put on a hyaluronic acid serum like this, is when your skin is still damp. Like right after a shower, right after washing your face. That's actually the best time to put any moisturizer on, because what's happening is your skin's getting drier right after a bath or a wash, because the water on your skin is evaporating and it's pulling that moisture away. So by using something with hyaluronic acid in it, you're really trying to help to seal in that moisture and prevent it from evaporating.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, that's the good thing. I did not know. Probably a lot of people may not know that. So thank you.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Yeah. So straight from there, when it's still damp, use the skin drink, get your moisturizer, get it all on. Okay.
Right, because it's going to keep moisture in if there's moisture there. Like if you don't have any moisture there, it's not gonna, where is it going to take you want to get that water from outside and pull and keep it on the skin.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to tell you how I go.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But that's it. So I think the whole range is an incredible range, and this is all available. What I have all in the UK, and I did a post about this earlier today.
Okay.
So people now
June,
can see.
There's a lot of different products we have here. I know we have our retinol, we have our salicylic acid body wash, our sulfur lotion, our blemish, that's our blemish prone skin system, which is the whole system of cleanse, treat, and moisturizer, all put together. Very easy to use and really effective. Great, especially for many of us who can't see a dermatologist and you have pretty mild to moderate acne. Great product. These are things that we recommend as dermatologists all around the world. And then the new one that's just out on June 1st, which is that salicylic acid spot treatment, the one that you were holding. So that's all super exciting. And maybe when I come out to the UK, I'm going to be in London in a few weeks. I'm not going to tell anybody to the last minute. Maybe we'll hide something somewhere in England, like we do like these little scavenger hunts. So maybe we'll try to hide something there, like a comedone extractor, or maybe like a blemish prone kit, and see whether, and people will go look for it. So that'll be fun.
Oh my God, that is so much fun. Yeah, I do have that kit here.
Yes.
And these are like the mini ones, right? So these are like
that's the 30-day kit. There's a 30 and a 60-day. Yeah, that's a smaller kit, but the same products, it's just smaller portions.
Yeah, because this is the stuff I kind of saved, because I know I've got the bigger ones as well. I'm saving that to go on holiday with as well. See,
good.
So I'm taking you with me when I go away on holiday as well, with this one as well, because it's done it because these were a lot larger, and then when I started using this, they shrunk.
Do you get it mostly like right above your beard, right there? Do you trim your beard right there often?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
That might be
Um,
part of it why you're getting breakouts, because sometimes we're more prone to ingrown hairs in those areas. And, by trimming your hair, if you pluck it or if you shave it really short, sometimes they grow back and they grow back curled. And then that's when you can get a pimple because it will, grow back inward.
mm, what would you recommend to stop that? Just for, oh, it's meant
I
to
mean,
be all about you, not massive about me.
technically the easiest way to do it is to not shave, right? But you can't do that. So, you probably don't want to do that because you don't want to have a scruffy, like a unkept beard. So I think that the next best idea is to trim it short, but not completely flush, like don't pluck, or don't wax, because you don't want the hair to have to grow up a little bit from under the skin first, because that's the opportunity for it to curl, right? And to get stuck underneath there. Or laser hair removal, which would be a potentially permanent option, destroying the hair, electrolysis, things like that to help to prevent the hair from being there. But other than that, the best thing to do is to use a spot corrector, because you probably have to continue doing shaving or plucking so that you look as cute as you are. And so you need to like just be able to put a spot corrector to help
Yeah.
make sure to keep the area as clean, as clear as possible to help minimize the chances of a breakout.
Yeah, and I'm honestly, Sandra, I'm really not saying this because you're on now, but I've used so many products along over my years, and I know a couple of ranges have like spot correctors kind of in them, and yours is hands down being the best.
Oh, thank you. I'm really
And
proud of
it's
my line. It really is
yeah,
they're all things that I feel very strongly about, and I know that they work as a dermatologist. I mean, my goal is not to, I'm not trying to find some berry that grows on the side of one mountain out in like Tibet that like is supposed to be anti-aging, or, like how much do those things really work? I'm talking about products that we know work, that have been around for, generations or decades, that we know work. And there's always new things coming out too, but these are things that we have seen and we've used as a dermatologist in the office, and we know that there's a scientific reason that they work, and we also know that they work because we've been using it on our patients for many years.
oh yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to say how much I love that one. Well, the range,
Yeah.
but I'm really happy that you've got a couple of body ones in there as well, because I think that's very important. Because people don't really forget, don't they forget, don't they, if anything below their neck, like,
Yes,
I don't have
body.
to
Yeah,
care
that's
for
important.
that as well.
Right, of course.
Um, but before you go though, because
Uh-huh.
I could talk to you forever, and I wish I could,
Uh-huh.
but I know you're busy, or you kind of want to break.
I
But
got to
like,
get off the floor. I'm on the floor.
um, but
But
what's kind
thank
of like,
you. You're such a pleasure to talk to. I could
but like,
talk to.
what's kind of like next, like for you, like have you ever thought about doing like a UK show, or have you got other things coming out and
Well, I
before you
think
go?
our show is in the UK, right?
Oh
I
no,
think,
it
well, we
is.
have new season coming out here in July. I don't know how I know it's different a little bit in the UK. Do you guys have fresh episodes right now? Maybe, I don't know if you guys do, or if people may know that live there, that are in your comment section. But we are
I
having new
think.
episodes coming. We just finished a season, and we have a new season starting next month, kind of, well, July 13th. And then we are actually starting to film for another season. So we have many more episodes to come up. So I'm still doing that for a while here. And, just trying to expand my skincare line. I'm so proud again, like that it's in the UK. We have more products here in the US that we're trying to bring to the UK. I'm very excited about some of the products that are very popular here that I would love to bring there, and hopefully they'll get there soon. And, I'm just I'm just really, really thankful of all the wonderful fans and the people that support me and have brought me to this place here. And, everybody's really nice in general. Everybody is really nice. I don't even have to say in general. They're all really nice and supportive. And, we're all just trying to go, for the same thing. Just try to make sure we are happy in the world, and if I can help people with their skin and make them feel happy, that's the best thing, the most rewarding thing that can happen to me. So
Yeah,
so
and you're
I
so
feel really
sweet.
and you are the
Yeah,
same though. You are helping people yourself with what you do, and you probably talk about your own issues with acne or with your skin. And you know, you're very knowledgeable about it. You care about it. You have a real passion about skin, and so that that helps other people too. You talking about it publicly like this makes other people not feel alone, and also teaches them. That's what it all is about. I feel like the secret sauce is entertaining people. I'm entertaining them with pimples, but also kind of secretly teaching them about their skin. So that's
yeah,
what we're trying to do.
yeah. That's
Yes.
what I said to you. That I literally learn a lot from
Yeah.
you just doing what you do, and because I love it. I love learning and watching and
Yeah.
learn about
And you
new
feel very
things. But
satisfied. That's why I think people like the show. People like our videos is because you feel good when you learn something. You feel like
oh
you're
yeah,
advancing yourself, in life, and that sort of thing. So it's
yeah.
all good. So I
You
love,
should
and your fans
do.
are so wonderful, and I feel like I wish I could have answered some of these questions here.
Oh,
So
I know we could, but
yeah,
you need to do like a UK, but you need to get over and do a season over here for the Brits, for Britain. That'd
yes,
be good.
I
See
know.
what's going on over
Yeah,
here.
I agree. It's a little complicated because
It
of
is, it is, but
license and stuff like that. You can't really. It's much easier if they fly out to my office, and then I don't have all
yeah,
my stuff with me. I
I
need
know.
all my stuff. But
Yeah,
so it gets complicated like that. But I would love it. That'd be great.
I know. We will welcome you with open arms,
Yes.
Sally. But you never say never. You never know what comes down years down the line. You never know. Like
Somebody needs to find out. There has to be a popaholic in royalty. Somebody's got to find
I
out
don't
for
know.
me who is the popaholic out there, because I would love to meet them.
I'd have to do some research for you, but
Yeah.
honestly, hun, I just want to say thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm enjoying the skincare line. I'm going to be doing a lot of updates with my
Okay.
followers
Great.
because I know they was asking me a lot of questions about it when I posted. So
Okay.
I'm going
And
to
if you
do
have
some.
any questions for me, just let me know. But yes, we're on Instagram, SLMD UK, SLMD
Yeah.
Skincare UK, and you can get our products in the UK at slmdskincare.co.uk.
Yes, I will going to post all about it as well
Yes.
so people
Okay.
know. But thank you
Thank
so
you.
much and enjoy the rest of your time today.
Yes, thank you. You too. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Nice to see you
Bye.
all. Thank you
Bye,
for
lovely.
joining. Bye.
Bye, hun.